Hey guys, in this video I'm going to tell you 3 ways that I earn over $500 per week without a traditional job. That's right, you don't have to commute, you don't have to put up with annoying boss, with sometimes annoying co-workers, you don't have to do all the hustle and grind, you can work from your home, from anywhere in the world, and the best of all, through the internet. You just need your computer, a laptop, a PC. Sometimes you may just even use your smartphone. All right, so let's dive in. Why should you listen to me? My name is Bruno. I'm an established freelancer on Upwork with 13 years of experience and already earned over 300K on the platform. So that's right, I have experience and validated strategies that I've used to implement my success on the platform and that allow me to work from anywhere in the world while earning online. All right, so the Upwork platform is one marketplace. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to look for a marketplace, okay, that you can provide your services to companies that are actively searching for freelancers to make their work. The platform that I use is Upwork. Upwork is the biggest platform in the world for freelancers and companies that want to hire and recruit and that are looking to connect, to start projects and work together, among other things. Guys, so the platform that I use is Upwork. There's also Fiverr. So it depends on what you want to do. I teach you strategies on how you can use Upwork, but Fiverr is also not a good platform. But why should you use maybe Upwork? So if you're looking for bigger projects that pay more money, projects that are long-term, projects that you can have contracts with clients, projects that you can work with maybe Fortune 500 companies like Google, Microsoft, Airbnb, and others, Upwork is the ideal platform. Like if you look at Fiverr, Fiverr is like a one-time shop where people go and buy things. And sometimes it's not the ideal platform for those looking to establish long-term partnerships. It may happen, okay? From my experience with Fiverr, it's more like a place where people get to do small tasks only, you know what I mean? When they are looking for long-term freelancers, long-term projects, when they are looking for long-term commitments, they go for Upwork, okay? That's why I like the Upwork platform so much, because it allows me to connect to companies that have a mid to long-term vision, also companies that are established in the marketplace. So guys, what I do is when I'm on a platform like Upwork, I look, and I prefer Upwork because I look for projects that are long-term, companies that have spent a lot on the platform, companies that have good reviews, companies that have received great feedback from previous freelancers that worked with them. Like Upwork makes it easier for you to cherry and pick those projects that you want to work with. Even if it's a low-paying job, if you're just getting started on Upwork, you can still earn those $500 per week. But what you have to know is that you may need more than one client for that. You have to look for opportunities that won't be so time-consuming to your execution, because sometimes, let's say if you get a virtual assistant type of project, you know what will happen? You'll be doing like 30 different things for one client. Like you'll be micromanaging multiple tasks at once, and that will consume a lot of time from you. If you get a virtual assistant job that pays you like $5.50 an hour and you work like 40 hours a week, you're gonna get roughly around $250, $225. Then you're gonna lose like 10% to Upwork fees. Then you may have another 4%, 5% loss to credit card processing, not the credit card, the payment processing, the withdrawal fee from the company that you use in your country or that you prefer, if you use PayPal, Payoneer, or others, right? So it takes like, you have to really strategize the work output that you want to put. What I did when I started is I really got jobs, projects on Upwork that really took a lot of time on my end, right, for me to execute. But since I was just getting started, I didn't have much power to pick and choose like I do now, because when you're starting out on the platform, you don't have reviews, you don't have the feedback from previous clients, you don't have the reputation, you may not be top rated like I am right now, or even top rated plus, which I've already been to after you reach certain earnings and top rated status for a long time. But what happens is that when you're starting on Upwork, you need to focus on getting those jobs that are harder, you know, even if you just stand for a while, because in the low paying ones also, because those will be the stepping stone for growth on Upwork and in your career as a freelancer online, all right? So continue here, you need to choose a service to provide. When I started out, I started as an article writer, okay? I was writing articles, SEO optimized articles for several clients on Upwork. I actually started this type of work before I started working on Upwork. Actually, Upwork was not even named Upwork back then. It was named Odesk, okay? I was working in Odesk Then Odesk bought Freelance. That's when they, I think, adopted this thing of connects. I'm not sure exactly if both had the same name, connects. I don't know, I really remember correctly, but I know that this platform called Freelance, that I think it was the name that they acquired, had connects, or I don't know if they owned both previously also, you know what I'm saying? But they merged, and then later down the line they became Upwork. So what I started working was as an article writer in Freelancer.com. I started at Freelancer.com around 2011, and then my brother told me about Upwork.com. I found it all interesting. It seemed more like a more robust platform than Freelancer.com. It seemed like with greater potential, greater earnings potential, because the types of projects that I saw there were long-term. Although there are gigs, kind of like Fiverr, or small projects for you to work on, on one-time things like Fiverr, but the core of the platform is that companies that have the mentality of recruiting remotely for the companies use Upwork. You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes to Fiverr and say, let me get a virtual assistant. You know what I'm saying? There might be gigs like that, but I mean, what is the reliability for a company, right? What do they prefer? Like an article writer that does a one-time kind of project and has the short-term mentality, or do they look for an article writer like on a platform like Upwork that has the mentality to work the long-term for the company, right? And that works long-term for the company, and that has the mentality to stay long-term with the company also, because sometimes some writers or some freelancers may not have the commitment to stick around for the long term. They may not be reliable, and they may not just have the mentality to grow with the company. Some companies value that. They like to invest in people that have the long-term mentality, mid to long-term mentality to work with the company. They don't like people that jump, from branch to branch, like seeking opportunities. If the pay is good enough and you're getting well and it's being worth it for you, you can start like an article writer, okay? One downside with article writing is like you spend a lot of time typing, you know what I'm saying? So that may be a little tiresome, but if you build like a team, if you write very well, if you're able to craft high compelling articles, if you're able to build like a moat around your brand and your service delivery, you may be able to get high quality paying clients that like USA companies that hire article writers all the time, okay? You can also work as a video editor, okay? Video editor is very good. The pay is very good, especially if you are like a high quality video editor. There are courses online that you can invest in to craft your skill, to hone your skills, and just provide an outstanding service to clients that are looking on Upwork to learn, how to be able to provide a better service, to edit with higher quality skills and expertise, to use tools like CapCut, Camtasia, and Filmora, and others. They are available in the marketplace that you can use to provide an outstanding service. All right. So also another thing that you need, 3 ways, right, that you need to earn, that you need to learn to make $500 per week online without a traditional job, is that you need to learn strategies, sales strategies, right, that allow you to send proposals, close appointments, sales calls, and close your potential clients on the sales calls. All right. So when I started, I didn't have that. I think that YouTube was not even around. Okay, YouTube was not even a thing. And what happened is that once I started engaging myself more on social media, and YouTube was around, and there was information online about sales and things like that, I started learning how to sell, how to close, how to be a better salesman, how to better sell my freelancer services. And as time went on, that's what I did. I kept investing my knowledge, even with free content on the YouTube platform, on Instagram, and also on platforms, on paid courses as well. Okay, so what I do here in this channel, Bruno Michel Work From Home, is that I provide you with knowledge that you can have, to acquire and also be able to just work from remotely, that you can send the right proposals in the right fashion, that you can close new clients. And if you need help to become a freelancer on Upwork and you want to really stand out from the crowd, from the competition, check out the links in the description. I have a few masterclasses there that you can check out. They're low value, high quality, high intensity, high insights that you can use to implement your strategies. There are things that I say in these insights, in these masterclasses, that I don't say openly here in the YouTube channel, because I want to provide value, greater value, for those they are willing to commit into themselves and invest in their freelancing career, right? If you're interested, just check them out. Links in the description. All right, guys, talk to you soon.